Starting July 1st, Australia will ease visa conditions for specific categories of temporary migrant workers. Eligible visa holders will have more time to find a new sponsor after ending employment with their current sponsor. A migration law expert encouraged employers to enhance their retention and recruitment policy to maintain the current staff. The Australian government has decided to relax the visa conditions for certain categories of temporary migrant workers, as the country's Department of Home Affairs announced. Starting July 1st, eligible individuals who terminate work with their sponsoring employer in Australia will have up to 180 days at once, or a maximum of 365 days through their visa period to find a new sponsor, apply for a different visa, or depart the country. Visa Guide World reports. So, based on this new law in Australia now, if an employer sponsored your visa to come to Australia and you are cancelling your contract with that employee that sponsored you through work to come to Australia, you will have 180 days at once, or a maximum of 365 days through their visa period for you to find a new sponsor and apply for a different visa or depart the country. So it means you have 6 months, maximum 1 year, to find a new sponsor to sponsor your visa through work for you to remain in Australia, or you will have to leave Australia. This policy will replace the current 60-day period. So before it used to be 2 months period, but now they will change it from 1st of July to 6 months to 1 year. As the Australian Migration Authorities further explained, new changes will apply to migrant workers who fall into any of the following categories: temporary work skilled visa, subclass 457, temporary skill shortage visa, subclass 482, skilled employer sponsored regional provisional visa, subclass 494. These changes address the commitment to help tackle work exploitation and drive productivity. With the new rules, visa holders will be able to work for the other employees, including those not listed in their previous approved sponsorship section. According to the Department of Home Affairs, such flexibility will help them to support themselves while searching for a new sponsor. Unless they are exempt, visa holders are not allowed to work for another employee without terminating employment with the current employee first. Visa holders must remain in their nominated occupation while working for their existing sponsor. So, this is the new change that is to take effect in Australia starting from July 1st. So, if you are a temporary worker in Australia, or you're planning to go to Australia on a temporary based on work and somebody is sponsoring you, so you know that from 1st of July these are what your chances are. If you're already working as a temporary worker in Australia, you are being sponsored through work to come there, you know that from 1st of July the law is giving you more flexibility. Yes, it's now depends on you to follow the proper guidelines and do the right thing and get things done for yourself. The flexibility is wonderful, because before it used to be 6 months to get a new employee, but from 1st of July they will make it 6 months to 1 year for you to get a new sponsor and remain in Australia or leave.